What's up, y'all? We on day 27 of the Semen retention streak. You heard? I'm up. It's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how I feel right now. I was in bed just laid up with myself, thinking like, damn, I could really fall asleep right now and just chill out. You heard? But like something told me to just get up and make a video. Something told me to just keep grinding. You feel me? Keep going. With this. The semen retention videos, the spiritual videos, and also gaming, my gaming channel, and also my artwork, doing art. And in the future, I'm gonna make some music when I get my own spot. But yeah, day 27, you feel me? Day 27 is gonna be a month of holding in all of this spiritual energy that we got from the Creator, from God. So, dang, I'm feeling like I'm up, even though I'm supposed to be tired. I feel like, this past month, plus next month and the month after that, it's gonna be like hell month, you know? It's gonna be like hell because I'm gonna be working so hard. I'm gonna be saving up so much money to move out the spot where the low vibrational beings be at. My frequency is just going higher and higher and higher, you know? So like, honestly, last night was a full moon, you know? And right now it's still kind of a full moon. It's at 99% right now. It's not at 100% no more, but still kind of a full moon. You can still feel the effects, And let me tell y'all something, man. Something very spiritual. And I looked it up on ChatGPT. So last night when I was working at my job, I'm not gonna make it a long story, you feel me? Because we gotta talk about other things. But I'm working through drive-through at McDonald's, right? And then this dude, maybe he's like a kid in his late teens, early 20s or whatever. He was funny as hell, bro. So this was like one of the craziest spiritual moments I had while working at that job. That had to do with nature, And there was a full moon last night. So, long story short, dude pulls up to the drive-through, and like for some reason he's not rolling down the window. You gotta pay and shit before you get the food. So that reason was because there was like this frog on top of his car. You heard? And then like he rolled down the window and he rolled down the window a little bit, and he was like, "Yo, there's this frog on top of my car. I don't know. You feel me?" Because he's scared of frogs for some reason. And so like he was like, "Can you help me get it off my car?" So I grabbed a bucket of water, tried to splash it on top of his car. The frog wouldn't budge. You feel me? So after I did it again, the frog hopped on the windshield wiper. So I told bro, activate the windshield wiper. He'll probably get off. And so he did that. And then the frog jumped somewhere. You feel me? I don't know where. But after that little moment, he like paid real quickly and rolled the window back up. And then the frog was like still on the car. You feel me? And so after that, he was like, "Keep the change, keep the change, keep the change." It was hilarious. So he was shouting out like, "Keep the change," and just drove off. You feel me? Cause he's scared of frogs. And so I'm like, bet, nice little. It's not much. It's like 80-something cent. You feel me? Almost $1. I'm like, bet. Put it in my pocket. You feel me? It don't end right there, bro. It don't end right there at all. So after that, it was like at least 10 o'clock at night. So 4 hours go by. It's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, right? I'm chilling and shit. I go back to my register. Boom. The frog is right there on the wall, inside of like, where I work at, on top of the register, but on the wall, climbing up the wall, the same exact frog. I'm like, how the fuck he get in here without me realizing? I'm thinking the frog drove off with the car. You feel me? So I'm like, it's crazy. So like, I grabbed it. Like I safely grabbed it with a little bucket, put the thing on top of the bucket, and I released it out into the wild. I released it back outside. You feel me? I was like, yo, that was weird as hell. Like, that frog been inside here this whole time. Like, what the hell? So, and I never realized that it jumped back inside or none of that, bro. So like, peep this. I looked it up, what the spiritual meaning of frogs were, and it was. This is the crazy part. It was that they attract financial luck and abundance and security in your job and stuff like that. But the crazy thing was, that's not even the crazy part. When I looked it up, it said that they appear on the full moon. And last night was a super rare blue moon, which means things will be 10 times more potent, more strong, you know? So I'm like, after that, there's this ancient Chinese frog that I looked up, you feel me? And it says that the frog appears around homes and businesses, you feel me, for luck and abundance and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh shit, you feel me? And you know, I'm not done. And so while I'm looking that mess up on my phone, I'm in the lobby, you feel me? It's like 3 a.m. I look up, there's a frog, there's a little, tripping. There's like a little baby frog on the window, chilling. So it's like that confirms everything, bro. You feel me? And mind you, like I never saw no damn, I've been at this job for like 8 months. I've never saw a frog around the building at all. So like, that's crazy. So yeah, man, long story short, man, you feel me? This spiritual shit is real, man. Honestly, the spiritual shit is real. After this little video, I'm gonna work out. You know, we had 27 days of working out, you know, retaining our energy. And I'm lacking with eating healthy. I ain't gonna hold you. I ate a little bag of Doritos, you feel me, with some processed chips and probably like half a cookie at McDonald's because like there's nothing else to eat, bro. So that's what I'm lacking on right now. We gotta be real on this channel. We gotta keep it 100, you feel me? I gotta eat more fruits and vegetables, so that's the one thing I'm lacking on right now. But yeah, that shit was crazy. But go ahead, like, share, subscribe because I got a lot more spiritual stories for y'all, you know. So peep game, man, peep game. So look, we're going real strong, you know. In like 2.5 more months, I'm gonna skedaddle, get out of here. I gotta be by myself. You feel me? My homeboy, he wants to be roommates. You heard, but he still got the same old habits, smoking and probably of course drinking and vibing out. And those habits it's gonna make you end up back in the streets if you're not on top, if you're not on point. So it's like I'd rather be home alone, pay my own rent, than have somebody else have the power to have me end up not in my home anymore, you know. So I'd rather just put all the responsibility on me, you know. So like, yeah, man, like can't depend on anybody else when it comes to this little spiritual journey that we on, you know. So we had 1,000 total views on this channel. That's what really motivated me to get out of bed and, you know, create another video, tell y'all what's up. Everything happened for a reason, you know. What else, y'all? What else? You know, it's good luck when you release an animal into the woods. You know, you gotta respect Mother Nature and her creations. You know, stay on a high vibrational frequency. You know, we're not violent or none of that stuff. We gotta, you know, gotta do right. But yeah, man, almost 30 days in with retaining our energy. I feel great. You know, I'm gonna let y'all know what's up with the 30-day mark. I ain't never came close to relapsing except when I was with my girl. You know, I'm separate from her. You know, I got a big purpose to do what I gotta do first, and then mess around, have kids and a family. You know, I ain't got no kids, bro. At this point, it feels like I ain't got no girl either. That's how it's supposed to be, you know. Until you accomplish your dreams and your vision, shit like that. But yeah, gang, I really, really want to motivate you to keep going, keep retaining, eat healthy, you know, stop smoking as all, so that you can save more money, so that you could do what you got to do, get more healthy, get your lungs and your throat chakra more healthy, you know, stop losing them brain cells, smoking them backwoods, them leaves, the grabber, the sheets in the funnel, you know, even the paper, bro. Smoke is smoke, chemicals is chemicals. We're not really supposed to be smoking weed. I don't know when I'll ever go back to smoking weed, because like at this point, I feel like there's no reason to. I already know what every single high feels like. I already know what every type of strain feels like. So if I already know what it's gonna feel like, there's no point, you know? So like probably when I get my own spot, I'll probably vibe out and chill once I, you know, complete certain goals. But at the same time, I probably still won't even get lit, you know? Not until I feel so comfortable to the point where I know I'm straight, making thousands and thousands a month. You heard? But man, other than that, bro, you feel me? Just keep locking in on this journey. Don't ever give up. You know, take it day by day if you have to. If you relapse, bro, I'm gonna always uplift you to tell you to keep going because you don't want to relapse again. You still got some benefits from your last streak, So just bounce back and keep going. You heard? So yeah, keep it real, keep it steady. You feel me? Go with the flow. Keep just don't drift away from your purpose. And so my purpose, man, I feel like it's huge, yo. I feel like I could really inspire and motivate people on this channel. You feel me? So we had 1,000 total views. We had 12 subscribers. Once in a, you feel me? Once in a while, bro. I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep dropping some real deep spiritual vibes, but fuck once in a while. I'm gonna do that shit every single day if I can. Whatever comes to my mind, I'm gonna drop them real gems. For real, for real. I could be asleep right now. I could be lacking, but I'm like, nah. We got spiritual war right now. You feel me? Every video count, every dime count, every dollar count, bro. Clock in, get that money. If somebody calling out, clock in for them, get that money. You know what's going on with the economy right now. You can't afford to just sit back and chill while you got these goals and got these dreams that you gotta accomplish. So like, if you feel like you gotta disappear from family because they're so low vibrational. It's just that you just gotta do what you gotta do to grow even more. You're outgrowing your own environment with the knowledge that you have. You feel me? So it's like you gotta do what you gotta do. You heard? And like, honestly, gang, if you with your peoples like me, if you're with your peoples and shit, take the time out to save every single dime, every dollar, so that if anything happens on some low vibrational frequency shit, you could just leave and actually be on some high vibes, high vibrational frequencies, and be by yourself and keep getting knowledge and keep growing that consciousness. Stop smoking them brain cells away. Always keep learning. You feel me? Like if I was depleted right now, I'm not gonna hold you. I probably would be asleep right now. I'm tired, but I'm not tired. After this, I'm about to do a quick little workout. No days off. You heard? Like dead ass. Like once I get my own spot, like, right now, I'm creating a lot more spiritual art for protection. I draw, I create art, I do canvases and stuff like that. So once I get my own spot, I'm gonna hang it up all around my wall and cover up the whole walls. And my spot gonna be, it's gonna be like a getaway, a little getaway for people that's going through it, because like I'm getting older, you feel me? And I want my place to be a little getaway for, my coworkers that be stressing and shit. Give them some knowledge, some advice. I'm a spiritual leader, you feel me? So like whenever people want to come through to the kickback, chill, make some music, vibe out, my place is gonna be that heavenly sanctuary, that heavenly place. You feel me? I'm gonna have art all over the walls. I'm gonna have the gaming station, you feel me, to play the game, play Call of Duty Zombies, Black Ops, whatever. You feel me? I'm gonna have the studio. You feel me? Like all that cool shit, the speaker to crank my music. It's gonna be nothing but big vibes on some high vibrational frequencies, And yeah, I'm still not gonna smoke, bro. There's no point. Not until I'm a thousandaire. Not until I know that I'm getting so much money. I'll probably smoke like once a week. But you could tell. I keep bringing it up because I feel like them urges is coming. You feel me? Because it's just that you only live once, so why not kick back and chill? But the relapse is never worth it. You feel me? Semen retention is part of the reason why I haven't been smoking a Zaw. It's part of the reason why I've been disciplined with working out. You heard? So not until like like nigga, what? I'm not gonna be relaxing or doing none of that stuff. Like smoking this shit is a luxury. You know, like smoke when you make it to the top, when you know you're good. So for the next 2.5 months, I got this interview at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Well, today is tomorrow. At 1 p.m., I got this interview for a second job. So I'm gonna manifest more money faster for this spot. The spot's gonna be no more than $1,000 a month. It's gonna be a little small little studio bedroom apartment. Something slight. That I'm gonna be chilling, big vibing and shit. But I'm gonna set it up real heavenly, gang. I don't gotta worry about gas money because I'm gonna get a nice little electric bike for like 600, 700, maybe 1,000. But I ain't gonna spend that much for an e-bike. It's gonna be no more than like 650. It's gonna be real reliable too. You feel me? So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing my research before I move out. I'm gonna keep the frequency high and the vibrations high. That's all I care about. I'm not with the low vibrations of people just on the same thing, on the hamster wheel. I'm on some new shit, on some new earth type shit. You feel me? So yeah, that's how I'm coming right now. That's my little semen retention update. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm focused on. I had to delete my last video. It was my 26th day on semen retention because I realized that the camera was like made my face look weird because you know how you record the front camera, then you gotta flip it to make it look right. I had to delete that mess, bro. But I'm gonna repost that mess because I'll be speaking some real shit in all my videos. So I'm not gonna delete it. I'm gonna actually upload that mess. I should have washed my face before I started this video, but I'm rushing, man. I had to get straight to it. That ass. So hey, look, man. If you on the verge of moving out your people's place, if your intuition is growing louder and louder and your frequency is getting more potent, that's a sign, bro. Your spirit guides, bro. Your soul is like begging you to be alone so that you can accomplish more. Like part of the reason why I need to move out from my own place is to make music, be loud, be obnoxious, just get it out. You feel me? And just post it on my channel back to back to back. So that's part of the reason, bro. That's a big main reason. You feel me? And I just need to do what I gotta do. Niggas grown. You feel me? So yeah, nigga, I'm gonna go ahead and clock out, man. I'm gonna upload this video while I'm working out. I hope you staying safe and out the way. Peace, gang.